Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today on this Saturday, October 22nd, 2022? Um, I'm just tuning in for a minute to do this live update and to say congratulations after 3 years of injuring, torturing, sex assaults, kidnapping, medical blacklisting, medical treatment refusals, the lies, the time buying, cover ups, the mutilations that have been taking place with me, my skull being split, my brain being seriously injured, and how, through OPP, Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, and the tech, what is called remote narrow monitoring. It is police and military tech. It has been in use since the 60s, and what it is designed to do is destroy a person's central nervous system. A destroyed person's net central nervous system could lead to a lot of problems internally. And I also have illegal 24/7 surveillance on me. I have been severely deformed. I have been skull split. And right now, alls I feel, I have no feeling or stimulation in my head whatsoever. Alls I feel is William Bill Wooldridge and Blair Hardy using remote narrow monitoring on me and broadcasting through me. They've been doing it a lot. Tyler Lake and Jabin Olstein as well. A guy named Ray Ray. He has a deaf white pit bull here in Napanee. And Jabin Olstein, their roommate Sam. She's a female sex offender. He's a child groomer. They are drug traffickers. They are human traffickers with and for OPP, sex slavery trafficking, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders. They're guilty of false arrest to deflect their crimes against their victims, kidnapping 24 hours after asking for help against them, with crimes that they are guilty of, doctors and cops and their inmate boss, William Wooldridge of 149 Center Street North, Napanee, Ontario. I have been seriously skull deformed. I've been seriously injured. My skull has been flattened. It's been rounded out. It's been elongated. It's been widened. So I'm going to show the back of my head all live. And hopefully this is seen. My skull was split right in here. Sorry, I hope that was seen. But anyway, after 3 years, my identity theft is done. I no longer even have control over my own damn head. My skull has been deformed. Like I said, I have no feeling on the right side of my head. I have something that blows up my head when they're broadcasting through me. I have when they are using this on me, their feces and piss go through my body. William Wooldridge is an inmate sex offender. He is alleged Hells Angels Ontario chapter leader. There's Blair Hardy, who is alleged Bandidos Ontario chapter, and the cops involved, the human sex trade slavery traffickers, and the ones guilty of murders, revenge, retaliation, having my mother stalked and murdered through William Wooldridge and Blair Hardy for revenge back in 2020. My full right side of my body has been completely destroyed. My right lung, my right kidney, my right brain. OPP that are threats and dangers to society. They need arresting, they need charging, they need to be fired, they need their pensions taken. They make their money illegally. OPP, Ontario Provincial Police, Spencer Mills, 14716, ex-chief. He is a pedophile. William Aldridge used to stalk children at Tim Hortons daily for him. And then when he wasn't stalking me and when I got his picture, he conveniently went into hiding for a while. There is also staff sergeants, kidnapping and sodomy, Shannon Cork, laughing in my face over her boss's arrest when she was showed up to my previous address illegally for bullshit reasons, and then having Wooldridge go by, seeing if I would react. I told her to arrest him. She told me to file a report. I knew that that report would do no good. It would be burnt up, tore up, wouldn't do no good because it would involve cops. As her boss, William Aldridge, went on to murder my mother, she knew exactly what was going to happen. It was done with intent. She knew damn well he was going to go on and kill my mother with Hardy. This is revenge retaliation against me for speaking of their crimes out of the Morning Star mission here, the human homeless trafficking and the homeless exploitation for the monetary gains using the charity, using the mission, using coldest night of the year and other bullshit. And they were all making a lot of money off it. Spencer Mills showed up at my house basically to threaten me and intimidate me, let me know if I did not stop talking about what was taking place, there would be serious consequences. And he was 100% right. And then the stalking started, and then I was at my previous address. The ex-OPP chief went by. He waved at me. I waved back. He was driving a white Jeep Wrangler. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him on the corner of Center and Bridge Street. This was approximately 3 p.m. in the afternoon in August. And they pointed something and shot it, and it went into my right ear. And that's when all my problems started. There's been serious lies against me stating I have long criminal record and history, and none of it is true. I've never been in jail and I've never been charged until I was falsely charged by OPP and the doctors to deflect their crimes so they could criminalize me to try to get away with what they're getting away with, and also so they could get my pictures, my prints, my signature, and everything else they needed for this identity theft, forgeries, framings, and frauds against me. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? And the rest. This is all premeditated and conspired, has been since day one. This is how they human traffic. This is how they murder. This is how they frame families of murdered and missing. It is the police doing it and their inmates and co offenders. Some of them, anyway. I no longer feel my own true self or my consciousness. I've had lies cast against me stating that I do about drugs. I do not do drugs. I have not done them since 2012. I overdosed from them, and that was my wake up call. I don't do drugs. I am against them. I've lost too many friends and family from this stuff, from the junk. So That's bullshit. Lie. I don't even drink. I do occasionally, but I don't buy it if it's offered to me. I'll have a beer now and again, but I don't drink and I don't buy it, or I don't buy it. So my money does not get spent on that shit. Not that there's anything wrong with having a beer now and again. I am 50 years old, whether I look it or not, because I have had Tyler Lake and Jabin Allstein and all of these other people broadcasting through me doing this identity theft to me. Like I said, it's being done through the remote neural monitoring. And all as they need is a cell phone, Wi-Fi, and computer. I'm basically 24. I am basically surveillance for OPP now. I am basically a controlled fuck toy, and the one that basically signed my death certificate for this revenge retaliation, Dr. Tatiana V, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Stacy's girlfriend. After I got my CAT scans and Stacy was there talking to her beforehand, and I was there with my mother at the time who was alive and another person, and she walked right by us. So I cannot verify that now because my mother's dead. Thanks to them, they murdered her, had her murdered. This is what happens in Napanee when you speak of police crimes. They use inmate junkie sex offenders. William Waldridge is highly psychotic, highly delusional. They told him that we were switched at birth. He also thinks that he is my dad, but he also thinks that he is Harry Potter as well. He's in a permanent meth psychosis, and this is why he's a perfect person to use for this crime. No matter what I do and no matter what I have proven, it's still not good enough. The doctors here that are co-offenders in Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, once again, Dr. Tatiana V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Triage Nurse Terry, Dr. McGregor, Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, Triage Nurse David, and a paladin security guard. He's roughly 24, 25 years old, and maybe 400 to 500 pounds. He is the one that kicked me out of the hospital last time for no reason. And after that, that's when I was there for my kidneys in my lung and caused me serious problems. I shit blood, not that it's anybody's business from being injured though. I cough up blood on a daily basis. I even have blood coming out of my ears sometimes. I've been accused of being a self-harmer. It's certainly not true. I love myself not to harm myself. I've been accused of being suicidal. I'm certainly not suicidal. I've been trying to save my life from these pieces of shit. So that's not true in any way, shape, or form. And right now, even as I'm doing this, I'm being broadcasted through by Tyler Lake. I get seriously dehydrated from this because of the EMFs and radiation in me. And all anybody has to do is look at my profile and look at my pictures, and they can obviously see the changes and differences that are happening with me. So, and this is not mental illness in any way, shape, or form. Why would I be going around picking out people and just saying, well, okay, this person as an excuse is broadcasting through me and I'm picking up their um, consciousness or whatever the case may be? I don't think so. This is from the remote neural monitoring. This is being used on me, and I bet it's being used on many others as well. This is one of the ways they are human trafficking, and this is one of the ways they are committing identity thefts and frauds, financial thefts and frauds as well, because they're getting people's financial information. It's invasive surveillance on a victim so they can see and hear everything the victim does. They see me and hear me doing this right now. So through my own eyes, as crazy as that may sound, 100% researchable and provable. So this has nothing to do with any kind of mental illness in any way, shape, or form, and I'm not going to have it be made into that. This is purely 100% criminal, and it is by the police. It is revenge retaliation, and it is by the doctors here at Lennox and Eddington Hospital, and by Blair Hardy, by Tyler Lake, by William Woldridge, by Javen Allstein, by Ray Ray, by a Bert Hustler, by Maggie Falls. There's an Allie Cooper, a Bucktooth Bob, aka Robert Barry, I believe. There's a woman on the corner of Center and Thomas Street, side door entrance. She's an obese woman. A Curtis lives there as well. He is guilty of attempted arson on my previous address and throwing blood on my previous address as a warning to me. So it's pretty sad. I'm 50 years old and I'm going through this. So, congratulations, you're guilty of murdering my mother. You're guilty of murdering me because this is done. And you are guilty of murdering an entire bloodline. One way or another, you pieces of shit will end up arrested and charged in jail where you belong. The lies, the time buying, cover ups, arrest refusals, this is what OPP is about. And of course, with them, they will not arrest anyone because all these people can also implicate them in their involvements as well. OPP Napanee are associated with Russell Williams still, and so is Billy Woldridge. He a sex offender, so he needs this identity theft. He is a rat informant in witness protection. He still lives at 149 Center Street North, and he frequents the Loaf and Ale here in Napanee and Coffee Cravings. And he's not down on Water Street. He's also a serious heroin addict. There's another guy named Mike. He is homeless. He lives in a tent or a trailer here. He is using this shit on me. There is a Destiny Larrabee Gilchrist. There's Crystal Larrabee who's used this on me and others. So I'm not just picking people out of thin air and saying, okay, this person is broadcasting to me. No, it's because they really are doing it, as crazy as it may sound. And I have proven the deforming and everything else. How is it that I can actually have all the deformings taking place with me and proving every single bit of it and knowing who exactly is broadcasting through me at any given time? So I'm not just picking people out of thin air. I don't hear voices. I have no imaginary friends. I have no delusions. I don't think I'm somebody that I'm not. I don't have multiple personalities. I am one person, but I have many living in through me, and it's being done criminally through tech and not in a mental health way either, or a mental illness way. Regardless of how it may sound, everything I've said is researchable and provable. And in the meantime, these pieces of shit are guilty of mass murder. OPP has committed the biggest crime in Lennox and Eddington history, and they are going to continue to murder people. They are going to continue to change identities. They are going to continue to commit sex assaults and pedophilia. They are going to continue to frame innocent people who try to speak up and try to save their lives from them. They are going to seriously brain injure and torture their victims to cause memory losses to get out of criminal civil lawsuits. They are going to continue to use the doctors here who co-commit with them criminally and negligently. They are going to continue to have a justice of the peace to obstruct and make accusations on the victims for them. So this is the police you think you know, and the dangerous doctors that exist primarily to cover crimes for OPP. Lennox and Eddington Hospital is a place just for the police to commit crimes and cover them up. I've proven it. I have proven it. So, congratulations. After all of this time, it is finally done, especially to you, you piece of shit garbage Tyler Lake as well. If these people were arrestable, their resemblance would also be proven on me. They've completely destroyed my DNA, obviously, through this identity theft. I have their body fluids going through me constantly from this shit. And this is another way of how it's being done to me. So if anybody thinks that identity thefts cannot happen, I am proof that it can and it does. And this is how they frame, traffic, and completely and totally murder bloodlines because they can. It's done as a game here in Napanee through OPP. They use murder. They commit murder for pleasure, for revenge, and they use their Hells Angels and Banditos and drug-fed co-offenders and money-paid co-offenders. $300 a day. You want to make money? $300 a day through OPP, plus all the drugs you can get or want. What the fuck is that on my lip? I'm looking like Tyler Lake, and all you guys are fucking, when he's broadcasting through me, I'm getting his meth scabs and all this other shit on my fucking face. So I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to prove my identity theft is done, and I have no feeling or stimulation anymore in my head except for on that spot. So all anybody would have to do is arrest these pieces of shit. Obviously, this side of my head is sticking out more than the left side compared to last night, even. So, serious, serious changes. You did it, you pieces of shit. I'm just another victim for OPP that you're getting away with, but only this time you're guilty of murdering an entire bloodline. Thank you, you fucking garbage. The OPP, you think you know they are threats and dangers to society. They are terrorists. They became cops because they know that they can commit murder and any other crime they want, and they will get paid vacations for it. We pay them to murder us, and then we give them paid vacations while they're being conveniently investigated. So that shit has to stop. They need to be fully arrested and they need to face jail. No more pensions. They need to be taken away. OPP, most of them make their money through human trafficking and through drug trafficking, through identity thefts and murders, through committing crimes. So, I can't even see straight anymore. I just see out of my one eye, out of my right side. I just see blur out of my right eye now, and my vision's being all screwed. My skull gets by, my head gets blown up like a damn balloon constantly, and this is doing serious damage. I get hypoxia, which causes brain cell death, and that's probably why I have no feeling left or stimulation in my head anymore. So I just want to say, I hope everybody sees this. Be safe, love all, hate none. Families are murdered and missing. This is how some of it's being done, and this is how they frame, traffic, and kill for people who speak up of their crimes in Napanee. This is done, you garbage. Now go to 149 Center Street North and arrest your little bastard, William Wooldridge, last known his name, and get on the fucking ball and do the same to Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and Jabin Alstein and the rest. And then somebody needs to do the same to the police here. You have no care for life in this town. You never have because you're not from here. So is the lives that get taken is no concern of yours. Well, you are the ones fucking doing it with your inmates. Look at this. I lose my identity in my life so you can get your balls sucked, so you can continue to commit crimes, OPP, and have sex with children, identity thefts and frauds, and commit mass murders, Spencer Mills, serial killer. Because that's what you are. Okay, I am getting way too pissed and I don't want to say something I shouldn't. But let this be a lesson. I am Chris Wood. I live in Napanee, Ontario, Canada, and I am an identity theft victim and an attempted murder victim for trying to save lives against police. All people need to do is be arrested. You're lucky I cannot get legal or medical help here. You've assured this crime against me for 3 years, you garbage. You're a terrorist.